I'm back at Lake Mead, heading for Callville Bay. I reserved a campsite there. I don't know if that was a good idea or not. After I reserved it, I was watching YouTube videos, and the place that I had launched about a month ago to put my paddleboard in is now closed. So I don't know if I can find another way to put my paddleboard in so I can get out there into the water and away from the marina to maybe do some fishing, because I did get my fishing license. And I brought me a little pole and tackle box just to dunk some lures, just to have some fun. We'll see if I can do it and find a way. If not here, I know I can go somewhere else. But I really wanted to do the Callville Bay. As you know from my last Callville Bay video. We'll see. Otherwise, we might have to do a little more exploring. Alright, I found my campsite. It's not too far from the road here. And I talked to the camp host about putting my paddleboard in, and he said that I could do it from here still. So I'm going to drive down, take a look. He said there's one other person and then a couple of sites rented. And that's pretty much what I saw on rec.gov. And that's all the people that are going to be at the campground. He said this is the quietest campground in the whole place, and especially now, which is great. Nice and quiet. He said they moved the marina already. Now, I want to see what I'm up against. See, to the left here, there's supposed to be less weeds, according to the footage I saw on the drone. But it seems to change very fast, too. Because where I went in last time, looked like it was full of weeds. More weeds than when I went in. I said I could drive all the way down here and park and put in my paddleboard. Not a lot of people. Is that a fence? No, I know last time he was here. I'm back. This time I have my fishing license. And a campsite. little store to pick me up a magnet. I saw some Callville Bay magnets there. We don't know how long we're going to have it here, so I might as well pick them up now. I'm not going to go fishing today, but I think tomorrow morning I'm going to. I'll get a good night's rest and then get up early enough to go fishing. We have divers out there. I don't know if they're doing things with the marina or what, but they seem very busy. Well, I'm here at my campsite at Calleville Bay, Lake Mead, Site 48. And there's nothing special about this site. It actually looks like every other site here. There's no shade. There's bushes around and a few small trees that help with privacy, but no shade. And the first thing I wish I would have done was put my screen up a little bit sooner, because I let a bunch of flies in here. So I'll be swatting flies before I go to bed. I got here late because I don't live that far, less than 2 hours away from here. And so I didn't want to spend all that time in the heat, because I didn't plan on going fishing or paddleboarding till tomorrow. And so I came later so that I could look around, because I saw some YouTube videos of this area after I was last here a month ago. The videos were about a month ago too, where they were saying that this place that I launched my paddleboard off last time was closed. And so I was kind of concerned after I made my reservation that I wouldn't be able to get back on the water. So when I got here, I drove down there, take a look, and they have a metal bar kind of thing, blockade there. So I think vehicles won't try to launch anything there. But after talking to people, it's okay for the paddleboard. So I want to launch my paddleboard there tomorrow morning. I'm going to bring my fishing pole, my little popular in the 80s collapsible or telescope fishing pole, my small tackle box, and I just got some spoons and stuff in there to try fishing with. I want to fish kind of deep because the water is warm. And if I catch anything, I expect most of it would probably be bass. And I'm not going to get any bait. The only thing the store had, I stopped off at the store. They had night crawlers, and I checked a fishing report somewhere online, and they said that the catfish were going after night crawlers. I don't want catfish, so I'm not getting night crawlers. I did pick me up a magnet though, a couple of things, because I wanted to support the marina store. They're open 7 days a week, by the way. There's another store and restaurant up on top. They're only open on the weekends, but this one that's on the marina is 7 days a week. So I stopped and got myself a magnet. See? Solo time, Calleville Bay. And so I may add that to my collection before Callville Bay disappears. To keep myself cool when I got here about, I think it was 2 before I started looking around. So it was pretty warm, under 100 degrees, but still warm. And so when I parked here, I put up my shade panels here and put on my fans and circulated the air and blocked the sun as much as I could, and it's tolerable. I just went through the warmest part of the day and it was tolerable. Not cool air, but circulating air. So that will work, and I'll sleep good tonight. They said it would be like 76 degrees tonight, so I really didn't need a heavier sleeping bag or anything. I hardly need the blankets on my bed. Probably sleep on top of it tonight. I don't think I'll need them. That's pretty warm. It's around 4 or 5 in the morning. It gets cold, and then I'll crawl under and stuff. I didn't set my tent up. There's no reason for me to. I'm going to sleep in here. It's too hot. I don't want to put my extra stuff in there, like, well, my cooler. I'll just keep that in here. And my paddleboard, I don't want it out in the heat. It is made out of rubber. I don't want it being distorted, so I'm trying to keep it as cool as I'm staying. And so that tomorrow I can blow it up and there won't be any problems. When you have a paddleboard, you do have to watch that. You have to watch temperature changes. When you have a paddleboard in this area, when the temperature gets really high, you never want to pull your paddleboard out on shore on the beach and let it sit, because the sun will make the air expand and it can split along any of your seam areas. They have a certain amount of PSI that you fill your paddleboard up to, 15 to 18, I think it is. 15's fine, they say. I fill it up to 16. That allows a little bit of expansion, and I wanted just a little bit more stability, and that's why I fill it up to 16 PSI. But if I get out of the water, that's going to stay on the water to keep it cool. You know, take them out. I'm just going to go to bed early, get enough rest so I can get up early in the morning. Got my coffee made in my thermos. It feels warm still. And I will have that in the morning. But I will talk to you later tomorrow morning. Have a good night. Bye-bye. Hello. I'm out here at Lake Mead in the cove that I was at last time and wanted to fish. So I booked it out this morning. I had to carry a lot of stuff. My fishing pole, my tackle, my little anchor, everything else. I didn't even eat. But I did bring a can of chili, some crackers, some little fruit cocktail, and that's what I'll be eating. So, since I've been out here, I've been watching a lot of fish jump, big fish. Not sure what kind they are. Suspect maybe carp. I don't know. They have moved the marina. They've changed it since I was here last time, they changed all the tires. They put them farther out. I don't know if the marina moved much, but the tires did. So I got here anyway, got around them. I was still apprehensive if they were going to stop me from coming in to fish, and I was hoping not because I had so much to carry. But I got here. Carrying it back is going to be the worst part. So I might as well stay out here as long as I can. Maybe we'll get some shots of some fish jumping, or maybe we'll get some shots of me catching a fish. I fix my pole, which is a little bit of a mess right now. The water seems to have gone up. They have buoys all over. Probably for the weeds that were here last time. Because the place that I came paddling through were all weeds. And this time I didn't see any weeds, so they're farther down, I suspect. I've seen bass wait till the last minute sometimes before they waiting for me to catch a fish. Snagged on something. Oh, just saw a big fish. Probably carp. And I'm going towards my snag. Wouldn't it be good to lose your lure right off the bat, huh? Oh, I just saw a carp jump. It is definitely carp. Got it down yet, how to fish on a paddleboard. I have a float tube. I've done a lot of fishing off that, caught bass off that, trout. Just gonna explore this first and then I'll go back out. Try some more fishing. Back in the shade. this next. Kind of wanted to go deeper. Saying, uh-oh, better get this out of here, get it while you can, she's coming. Let's see how close we can get to these vultures. They look far away on the video, but they're really not. Oh, here's another one. Big fish, whatever it is. Vultures be. Let them have their dinner in peace. And crackers. Not much of a breakfast, I know. A lot of shells. See my little anchor? That's a soft spot there. All along there, where I'm standing here, is soft too. So maybe it's because it just recently came out of the water. Not soft enough to sink, but softer. See my little anchor? If really need it, I got it. But I want to keep my pedal board in the water so it doesn't get overheated and split when it expands. And the water helps keep it cool. And my water bags, I can put stuff in. And if it falls in the water, it stays dry. The trick is to remember to close it every time I get something out and don't leave it open like this. It floats better if it's closed. All right, back to eating. Okay, that was quite the experience. I know I got to get my line wet, but no bites. I wasn't really set up, I guess. I probably should have got some night crawlers. I know I've caught bass on night crawlers, but oh well. I just tried some lures, that was it. And then I hit the wind over there. The waves had to be, I don't know, about 18 inches or 2 feet. When I was paddling back, I stuffed my phone and everything. I didn't want to get wet in the bag because water was coming over the board, and I had to paddle real hard, so water was just spreading everywhere to fight the waves and the wind. Otherwise it just pushed me back on shore. So I put it away until I got where those tires were for the marina, and that really cut all the waves for me, so it wasn't so bad. And I got out of there without incident. I was afraid I was going to get in construction workers' way if I paddled up there with that big crane there, so I was taking my time. And maybe I got there when everybody was about ready to take lunch, because there was that tractor there that wasn't there this morning and nobody on it, so maybe that person was eating lunch and the crane decided to leave, so it was perfect for me to get out. I probably could have driven my van down there to load up my paddleboard, but instead I took 2 trips. I need the exercise. Why not? It's the only exercise I really get is to do this stuff outside. But I had a nice trip, short trip. There goes my campground, my home for the night. That was a very comfortable night. I recommend that campground in cooler weather though. It is a nice place. It was quiet. The host was very friendly. Even though it was his day off, he didn't have to talk to me. I thought he was just a stranger. I didn't know he was the host until he told me, which was a good thing, because if he came up talking to me, I would have, questioned it. But he told me right off the bat he was the host. So I had a nice, comfortable night, slept really well. Sometimes I wake up in the middle of the night and I'll take a look at the stars and stuff when I'm camping. There's nothing extraordinary about it, so I didn't take any pictures. Just went back to sleep. But that's my trip for today. Next, I'm hoping I may try, don't hold me to it, but I'm going to try maybe to get to Lake Powell for a 2-night camping trip. I'll have to see how it goes, but I really want to take the paddleboard there. I saw beautiful pictures for kayaks and stuff, so I think I will enjoy it if I do it. Eventually I will, I just don't know if it'll be next time. Anyway, we'll talk to you later. We'll see you later. Bye-bye.